it is one of the most famous RPGs of all time. And without question, it's definitely considered to be the most popular game in this particular RPG series. There's definitely no question about this. But there's no question that this game also features perhaps one of the most eclectic mix of characters that have ever been seen in any RPG ever. I mean, if you look at these guys, they definitely would stand out in a crowd, there's no question about that. Each of them with their own unique tendencies and idiosyncrasies. Featuring a young female heterochrome who has a conflicted heart, and who definitely has a lot on her mind. And the person who's leading them all is someone who is in way over his head. A young man who, quite honestly, could easily be mistaken for one of the members of One Direction. I mean, if you think about it, with that hairstyle that he has, he could easily be mistaken for a member of One Direction. But it's this eclectic cast of characters that will take us into a new journey. And it's a journey that I haven't taken on in a decade. It's another one of those Let's Plays for me that we're going to be starting. Amidst the sunset and a ruined city.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
So, this is where it begins. Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you for the start of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Yes, like I said, I have not played this game in a decade. I've only played through and beat the game once, but I figure this is a very appropriate time for me to be taking this game on as a Let's Play. I'll explain why in a few moments as to why I'm choosing to play this game as opposed to another game that I could easily have more knowledge about and probably could absolutely kick butt and destroy and get 100% on. But I like the challenge of not getting the opportunity to play a game that I know all that well, or remember all that well. And let's face it, you can't help but appreciate at the start of this game the fact that they had this awesome remake of the Crystal theme from the original Final Fantasy. So, we have this young man, our member from One Direction, who's getting definitely the One Direction fan treatment, no question about that. But the thing is, he's not a musician or a singer. He's an athlete.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
So meet our lead protagonist, Titus. His name, I believe it's taken from a bit of a spelling change on the name of a popular stand-up comedian from America at the turn of the century by the name of Christopher Titus, but Christopher Titus' last name is spelled T-I-T-U-S as opposed to T-I-D-U-S. I think it's a continuation of naming lead protagonists after well-known people that Final Fantasy was doing. They did the same in Final Fantasy IX when they had the lead protagonist was named Zidane after the legendary French soccer player Zinedine Zidane. And so we're going to, of course, use the regular name here.
Alrighty.
Me too!
As our
Take it easy.
young athlete shows off just how much of a lover he is for his fans. But we have more balls for him to sign.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
I mean, can you imagine how much he loves to sign stuff for his
Nothing to worry
fans?
about.
Heck, he even puts a little spin on it.
What's your goal? I'll do this. That will be nice for you, okay?
Showing off for the ladies.
What seat?
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
Why are you hiding your face? Why was the girl in pink hiding her face? Is she too shy?
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Yeah, he does.
After.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
What do you mean he can't?
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Well, we'll see if he holds up to his word. So this is how they battle athletes over in that part of the world? So yeah, this is a very beautiful city, very modern, and the fact that they incorporate waterfalls into this place is amazing. I remember when they used to have waterfalls at Kauffman Stadium. That's where the Kansas City Royals play in Major League Baseball. And then they got rid of the waterfalls, and I was like, ah, man, that's what I really liked about that stadium. They got rid of all the waterfalls and replaced it with seating and some other buildings. That wasn't cool. I really did not appreciate that. Just as much as Titus does not appreciate looking at that picture.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard
So as the
news.
narration's going on, an explanation as to why I am playing this game after having only played it once and it being 10 years ago. I figure it's a good time to do this as game as a Let's Play, if for no other reason than the fact that next year, this winter, there will be a high-definition remake of Final Fantasy X as well as X-2. And so, with those two releases soon to come out, what better time to take a look back and come play the original Final Fantasy X? I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know? So, I think we're going to get moving on now, because, yeah, the text moves on a lot farther than I thought it would, because I never actually thought I would notice just how much text was actually being narrated here.
What kind of super play will he show us today?
Oh, cut it off there a bit. But I think I covered everything. Yeah, I was watching Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of this game, and noticed that there was a lot more narration than I had remembered here in this early part of the game.
I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, come on. You gotta let him through or else his team's not gonna win. We gotta play here. And we gotta get to it. So as Titus gives one last show of appreciation to his fans, we now make our way inside the stadium. As Titus goes through some last mental preparations before he gets ready to begin the match. Are you ready for some blitzball? So, as always, we should expect an energetic crowd, and they are definitely pumped up, but I'm shocked that it's not sold out yet. Well, people are still filing in. The star has arrived. Will his star rise, or will it fall? We're about to find out. Now, how's that for a retractable dome stadium? Meanwhile, elsewhere around in town, we meet a gentleman who's half blind and who has a lot of skeletons in his closet. One of those skeletons is rather big, and it has to do with this massive tsunami that's heading right his way. Yeah, that's pretty intimidating. Meanwhile, the Blitzball match is well and truly on. For those of you who have never watched or seen Final Fantasy X, Blitzball is basically a combination of soccer, rugby, and water polo. It's a combination of those three sports, and as you can see, it gets pretty nasty out there. Whoa, where's that water going? As the half-blind man he's going somewhere. As the tsunami continues to be in effect, the first goal is scored. And it's Titus's team that scored. And so the match continues. Until Titus emerges from the water, tries to go for a bicycle kick, and then looks up to see that this tsunami can spit fire. Yeah. That cannot be good if a tsunami can shoot fire. Suddenly, all hell breaks loose. Oh, Titus, hang on for dear life, if you can. Oh, I guess he couldn't quite pull it off. And so now what? What will become of our hero? Well, we can hear him breathing. Meanwhile, people are running around, running for their lives, basically. I mean, that's all they can do. Well, at least Titus survived. But now we've got to be on our way. So, let's start running like everyone else is. Oh, hey, it's the half-blind man.
What are you doing here?
That's a good question.
What
Oh,
are
you were?
talking about?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to go after him. As everyone keeps on running. Don't they have vehicles in this game? I mean, you figure with all this beautiful high-tech technology in this city, you figure they would have vehicles. Well, it's our little hooded friend from before. And suddenly, everyone is in a form of stasis. They've been frozen.
What?
And what's beginning there, good sir?
Don't cry.
I'm not crying, I'm just confused. And the animation resumes. And Titus definitely has reason to continue to be perplexed.
Hey, wait!
So, where will we go now? What can we do
Hey,
next?
not this way.
Look,
Look at what? Well, I don't think he wants to look at it. Well? Yeah, take a gander. Oh, now the tsunami is formed into a giant ball.
we called it sin.
Sin?
That can't be good. But of course it's not good. It was a tsunami not a few moments ago. And now it's shooting stuff into the side of buildings. And the stuff that it does shoot into buildings shoots out even smaller stuff. That's gonna prove to be a living nightmare for anyone that gets near it. Yep. Hundreds of tiny little monsters. They're gonna try and make things very, very frustrating. Nah, I don't think you can swat them away. They're not insects, Titus.
Take it.
Yeah, hold it up there, Titus. Whoa, that's not the sort of kings there.
Gift from Jekt.
My old man?
Whoops. Yeah, I guess he needs to use two hands.
I hope you know how to use it.
Well, I do. I've played more than my fair share of RPGs. So we get our first official battle here in Final Fantasy X.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Yeah, so it's basically a matter of you're not required to hit everything. Just progress and focus only on the ones that are immediately in front of you, which will be many. And as we progress, this will become more
Bother going
complex.
after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
And thank you for reasserting that there, Horan. And now we start to see attacks from these things. Overkill? Well, I don't know if it's necessarily overkill when we're trying to keep ourselves alive. And here come even more of these things. So how many more do we need to destroy? Well, we're gonna have to be quick on our feet, because this bridge is out. Yeah, look at that big ugly. I guess we better go after it. So now I guess we could call this the first boss. And it comes with a side effect. Yeah, Demi does, I think it's 25% of your health.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Alright, so now we're introduced to the overdrive. When a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP MP display is full, that character may use a special unique attack one time. Press left in the command window to use an overdrive. And so since Or can use one, we will do just that. Now, for Orin, his overdrive is a button sequence, and you have to do it exactly within the specified time limit in order for the overdrive to work. So, let's go ahead and use the Dragon Fang, which damages all enemies, but only if we can score with it. There we go. Just follow the button sequence and you'll be fine. And then you can focus on the big ugly. And he's gonna cast Demi again. I'm gonna pass on using the overdrive for Titus for now, because I want to save it for something coming up a little later. So now to Orin. We'll have him cause some damage, since there's nothing else that's threatening us right now. And here comes another wave of Demi. So let's keep on pelting this thing. We should be close to beating it. At least I would hope so. Huh. I'll just have Orin keep attacking. And... well, I know it's gonna happen if I try and give it to Orin. So I might as well give it to Titus. Of course, I don't want to leave Orin waiting for too long for healing. Alright, now we'll give it to Orin. And now let's go. I thought this thing would have been dead by now. Is my strategy gonna backfire? Am I gonna have to restart this? I really hope not. I don't even know why I'm using the power break because... well, that does cause more damage. Okay, there we go. I guess it was a good strategy. In hindsight. But we got what we were looking for. And this first enemy is the boss is defeated. So since we've rendered it unable to attack, we've got to chase after Orin now. Because Orin's taking us on a road unknown. And we gotta try and keep up with him. So what's next for us?
What are you laughing at, old man? Orin, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh?
Expected? For what?
Give me a break, man.
Yeah, come on, half-blind. Yeah, more of these little monsters. And now they're really becoming numerous in amounts. From both sides. This is where it starts to get a little crazy. But it doesn't have to always be that way. Now we use the overdrive for Titus here, and we... oh, can we do it yet? No, we can't. Okay, then. I shall heal Titus instead first. Because he's definitely going to need the healing. Alright, we'll just start getting things out of the way. But as soon as you take one away, another one replaces it. So just gotta keep doing this until we get to a certain point. Ouch. And when wings start to flicker, that's when you should be a bit worried.
could be bad.
You think? Now we can go ahead.
Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
I was wondering if we could strike that right away, but now we can go after it. This is what we use to disable all these enemies. So now, just like Orin, you gotta hit within the time limit in order to get the maximum effect. And you had to hit in that little gray rectangle or else it wouldn't be helping you at all. Ouch. Okay, let's try and keep ourselves alive. Get in there, Orin. I'm gonna try and keep you alive a little longer. Because we've gotta do it. We've gotta keep ourselves alive. Yeah, I was right to make that strategic decision. You know, to be honest, I was really expecting more offense from these things. Well, never mind. Well, I wasn't worrying about it being immune to a power break, I just wanted it to be destroyed. And now it is. But it comes with a price. Whoa, look out, this building just crashed down on us. Thankfully we got out of the way. But that's the least of our worries.
Go.
Go where? Am I on my own now? Okay, no, he's still with me, but now I've gotta run through all the explosions to try and get somewhere! But where to? Oh, the leap of faith! And now Titus is hanging on for dear life again.
Orin!
Yeah, help me out.
Orin!
Help me out before I fall to my death! Wait a minute, where are we going? Why is this bridge going upward? Into whatever that thing is!
You are sure?
You can communicate with that? Can you pull yourself up?
This is it.
What's it? Whoa, Orin, what are you doing? Are you turning on me?
This is your story.
I don't know what story you're referring to, but I think Titus is pretty scared out of his mind right now.
It all begins here.
Oh, where did he just go? And for that matter, where am I going? So where did we end up? Well, we don't know yet.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Hey!
Hey, what? Give me more than one word. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Man?
Oh, really? Well, maybe if we can press circle to go down, we can figure out what's going on here. I just hope we're going the right direction. Yeah, tell me I'm going the right direction. Because I would hate to be looking silly if I was not going the right direction. Okay, there you are. Now, I knew you were around here
About
somewhere.
A lot of things. Like,
Wait a minute, that's
where I
not his
was,
father.
What I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream. A dream
About what?
of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Well, that can be a bit of a challenge. And, well, let's face it, it's definitely a challenge for me. Well, I think we've found Titus, or where he ended up. And the city he once knew is now replaced with a bunch of ruins
Anybody there?
on the edge of an ocean.
Orin! Hey!
Yeah, I do believe we have been isolated. So, where to now? Well, that looks like a possible clue. So, I do believe that we will start making our way over to that building, but we'll do so after a quick timeout, so don't go away.